To cut costs, HR sent an email freezing my 30-year pension. They forgot the exit clause in my founder's agreement that stated any adverse change to my compensation triggered a mandatory $25 million penalty. I knew they'd screwed up the moment I saw that cold, corporate email. Due to evolving fiscal priorities, your pension benefits are temporarily suspended. No phone call, no explanation, just a chatbot message for someone who helped build this company from nothing. I sat in my kitchen, toast getting cold, reading it again and again, 30 years of weekends, crises, and late nights, and this is how they repay me? Like I was just another line item to cut. The email came from Jennifer Walsh, some 28-year-old VP who probably thinks I'm just another old-timer collecting dust in accounting. She's never heard the stories about how I mortgaged my house 3 times to keep payroll running in '08. Never knew about the Christmas I spent in the server room fixing a catastrophic data breach while everyone else was home opening presents. But here's what they forgot. I'm not just any employee. I'm a founder. I walked to my kitchen cabinet, the one where old papers go to die, and pulled out a dusty black binder. My original founder's agreement from 2001. I flipped to page 47, clause 14D. Any material adverse change to compensation triggers immediate severance payout of $25 million, payable within 72 business hours. My old lawyer Bruce insisted on it back when we were worth nothing. 4 of us in a garage, surviving on ramen and spite. Ellen, he said, pouring cheap whiskey into coffee mugs, someday this company will get big and stupid. When it does, you'll want to kill switch. We laughed about it then. 25 million felt like monopoly money. Now the company's worth 2.8 billion. I called my current lawyer. Charles, is clause 14D still active? 3-hour callback. Ellen, they never voided it. In fact, when they restructured executive compensation in 2019, your original agreement was specifically exempted. They're completely screwed. That's when I smiled for the first time in weeks. I drafted one simple email to HR. Due to pension freeze per HR 456B, invoking clause 14D per founder's agreement. Please confirm wire transfer timeline. E. Morrison, co-founder. I added my old title just to watch them scramble. Sent it at 9:47 a.m. on a Tuesday. At 10:15, my phone started buzzing. Unknown numbers, frantic voicemails from people I hadn't heard from in years. Word was spreading through the executive floors like wildfire. The CFO called at 11:15 a.m. His voice was shaking. Ellen, we need to talk. This is serious. About what? I asked, sipping my tea, watching squirrels fight over birdseed in my backyard. The clause? The 25 million clause. Please tell me this is some kind of mistake. Oh, that. No mistake. Yes. 72 business hours starts now. Wire instructions are attached to my original email. Ellen, you have to understand, this could bankrupt the company. The board is in emergency session. Stock price is already dropping on rumors. I let that sink in for a moment. Funny how bankruptcy works, isn't it? One day you're cutting pensions to boost quarterly numbers. The next day you're explaining to shareholders why your cost-cutting measure just triggered a $25 million penalty. We can negotiate? The contract doesn't mention negotiations, David. It says 72 business hours. That's Thursday at 5 p.m. I hung up and made myself another cup of tea. By Wednesday morning, 3 different law firms had called. The local news was sniffing around. Someone leaked that a disgruntled founder was holding the company hostage. Disgruntled. I liked that. Thursday at 4:47 p.m., my phone buzzed with a wire transfer notification. $25 million. Exactly as specified. The next morning, Jennifer Walsh was escorted out by security. The new interim CFO personally called to apologize and invited me to rejoin the board of directors. I declined. I was too busy spending my $25 million on a nice beach house in Costa Rica. They thought I'd disappear quietly. Instead, their cost-cutting measure was about to cost them everything. The pension freeze was quietly reversed the very next week. Every employee got their benefits restored, plus a formal apology letter signed by the same board that approved my payout.